Two Millie, what's up?
What's up?
How you been?
I'm cool.
How's life treating you?
The same. Nobody changed. Everything regular.
Yeah, after all the success, you're just a regular guy?
Yeah, regular.
How do you stay so humble?
Just knowing where I came from. You know what I'm saying? It's really like, I still got people that's there, so I'm not done. So I'll just be cool.
So talk about your upbringing. Where are you from?
I'm from Stuyvesant. I'm from Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, home of Biggie, Jay-Z, you know.
So how was it growing up?
It was rough where I was from. Coming up, it was real rough. Like I had stayed with my mom and my pops in a 2-bedroom apartment with my 3 brothers. So when I say rough, it was like really rough.
And how'd you stay out of like any, I guess, gangs and, just trouble, period?
I can't say I stayed out. I was just moving Millie. I was into everything, the same thing, but I just was moving Millie, distance from police, so that's how I survived along. That's where I got my name from, 2 Millie.
So how'd you get your name?
Cause it's like, I grew up with maybe 13, 14 guys. We used to be outside every day, and we were all interact in the same activities to make our money and maintain. So we would do what we have to do. And out of all of them, I'm the only one who never went to jail, like, period. I never went to jail at all. So they be like, yo, how you stay out here for so long? Yo, you 2 Millie.
What was the rumor about you being robbed for your baby? Like, for real, like, let's clear that shit up now.
Yeah, shout out to you dirty motherfuckers. I was with my man in the city. We had a fight, a 2-on-2. We just came from shopping. I got 6 bags, all type of bait, Mitchell & Ness, Flight Club bags. My man got 3, 4 bags. We fight 2-on-2. I takes my hoodie off to get it on. I throw it on the floor. I don't want you to throw it over my head for me. Yeah. That's regular any man. So we fight, we get it on 4 or 5 rounds, because after the end of every round, they try to steal my stuff and run off. So you know me being from the hood, you're not taking nothing from me. I chase them down, get it on, we keep getting it on. And after every round, they stealing something again. So now I'm like, all right, after the fifth round, you wanted that bag, go ahead, man, run off with it. I got all my other stuff. It's not like you robbed me. You look so dirty even doing that for me. And you takes the hoodie that I took off to fight. Like, what type of stuff is that?
That's crazy. Do you have to walk around with more security now? Or like, more friends and a bigger entourage?
It was that day I was actually, I had crashed my car. So I'm waiting for the Uber, then my account get blocked on my phone. So now I got a helicab. That was the only, because I don't be moving like that. I don't move like that.
So you usually stay in Brooklyn, and that's
I'm in and out.
Or traveling, you travel in and out.
I'm always in and out everywhere.
Yeah. Do you feel like, what's your squad like? You have to go with like a big crowd? Do you travel with a big crowd?
Sometimes I don't really fear nothing, so I could be by myself one day, I could be with one person, sometimes I could be with 10 people. Yeah. I don't really care.
Let's talk about your hit, the Millie Rock movement.
Yeah. You
said you've been dancing, doing the Millie Rock way before the song.
Yeah.
So how did that come about?
The dance always been around, just been like a turn up with me and my friends, so that was like really nothing. It just a good vibe. So as I seen, it was just one day I decided, Spike Lee, he had his 25th anniversary for Do the Right Thing, and it's right there on the block where I grew up in Bedford-Stuyvesant. So I'm like drinking Bombay and orange juice. So I get on top of the car and I start Millie rocking, and then there's a big crowd, so and I'm up there for like 2-3 minutes. Yeah. So they all recording. Then the next day, they hitting me up like, yo, you famous. So now I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, you don't see Facebook? But I don't have Facebook, so I didn't never see what they were talking about. So they would send me the vids like, look. Yo, you famous. So I'm thinking like, oh, I only did that in front of 90 people. Imagine if I could do that in front of 90,000 people. So let me make a song to it. And then I made the song. So I thought of a name, of what name better than Millie Rock, because my name 2 Millie, and you rocking back and forth. So
you just made Okay, so you made a popular dance.
Yeah.
And then you decided randomly, hey, let's make a song.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard to make a hit song. So what made you pick that beat and those lyrics?
My brother Half a Billy, he had his song out, Trouble, and I was just doing the dance. So when I thought about it, I'm like, let me just go for YouTube. I just picked any YouTube beat that sounded like I could just draw that repetitive sound to people's ear and just limit the cursing, and that's how I felt like I could just make it a hit because they had played it on the radio.
Mm-hmm. And like, who co-signed you as far as pushing you further to, you know, getting that mainstream platform?
I'll say my good friends, and then I just got help from a few industry friends. But my friend Star DNR, he really like believed in me and helped me and saw me through to the labels to where I could get where I'm at.
Yeah. So how do you feel about New York now? You know, kind of bringing back the dance trend. You had like Lean Back, the Harlem Shake back in the day. You had Shmuddy Dance, and now we do the Millie Rock.
Yeah.
How do you feel about New York embracing dance?
Nah, it's cool with me. I just like turn up. I don't really care. Whatever it is, just turn up. So it's cool with me.
Do you ever fear about being labeled as a one-hit wonder?
Nah, I don't fear that. I don't have to.
Yeah.
I got more than. I actually have my new single coming out maybe next week with P&B Rock. It's called Too Many.
Nice, nice. Who's producing it?
I think Alan Riddiger.
Nice. So is there going to be like another dance trend that you're going to do with that video?
Nah, I'm not.
Are you cool with the dancing now?
I did. That's all I ever did, so that's what it was.
Yeah, you're not into like making new dances. You've been doing this dance. That's been your life thing.
That's it.
Tell me, where were you when you first heard your song on the radio?
I think I was in the car. I was with DJ Starks. We just came from Long Island getting some Millie Rock shirts, and then we was driving back, and I heard it. I'm like, whoa. I look at Starks. He like, yeah, you know how I rock. I'm like, oh, so he got it played.
So what, you didn't even stop the car to jump on top of the car to dance?
Nah, we was in traffic. We was doing like 70, 80, so
Nice.
we couldn't stop.
Talk about like when you danced. You said you danced on top of cars for 4 days straight.
Yeah.
What was that?
That's regular to me.
Really?
Yeah. On my block, it's like, we be wildin', so just to run up on top of a car and just start busting it when you hear a song that you like is just regular to us.
That's what's up. So your crew, right? The Stack Paper?
Yeah.
So like, talk about like the name. It was originally Skull Gang, right?
Yes.
And Juelz took the name. Or what exactly?
I don't know
Break down what happened.
I don't know if he knew about us or whatever, how it went about, but we was Stack Paper Skull Gang originally. You see the pictures back when we was young, with looking nasty. Had the Stack Paper Skull Gang on our sweatshirts. But then I don't know how he got the name, whatever. So we switched it up, but the SPSG still stands, the Stack Paper Sturdy Gang. So
Nice. So are you collaborating with people within your group, or y'all all rapping?
yeah, always. Hoolie Goo, Little Ock, and Half a Billy. We working on Sturdy Gang Volume 1. It's coming this summer, so you can look for that. On top of Only the Sturdy Survive mixtape I got coming this summer. And that's maybe the next 2-3 weeks, so might surprise you.
How do you feel about the response of your latest project, Welcome to Millieville?
Welcome to Millieville?
Yeah.
I was watching the views and the downloads. It was pretty good, but I don't know. Somehow I got signed out, so I couldn't really manage it no more.
Yeah.
And then I just like I ain't paying attention to it. But the first 2 weeks, first month, everything was like skyrocket. So.
Mm-hmm. No.
And then I get feedback from people. They still send me their videos playing the music. So. I guess they like it.
Yeah, how does that feel? Because I'm like, every time I go on Instagram, everyone's dancing to your, they're just wilding out, people losing their wigs, and you got celebrities doing it. You ever who's your favorite celebrity, I guess, that's done it?
Rihanna.
Oh, you gotta say Rihanna, right? You don't think Chris Brown killed it?
Nah, Chris Brown, my man, he always do. I rock with Chris, but Rihanna, she's sturdy. She's super sturdy.
Yo, so, I mean, what about the little contest that they have, and, Girls Wild Out?
Yeah.
They wild out.
I be hype. I be hype.
Yeah.
I was there, part of a few of them, and it was like Earthquake Rock where the girl was so big. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of funny rock, so I be cool with it.
Now, after Prince's death, they found a video, and they.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel? That was weird, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy to even think he was moving like that at 84, and to see it's like kind of the same thing. That's
It's
crazy.
natural.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask this, just because these are two big dances of today. What's better? Well, I shouldn't even ask you. Like, how do you feel about Millie Rock and the Dad? Which one do you think earned like the best dance for 2015?
I don't compare. We don't battle. We don't battle. I never, man. We just Millie Rock and we hella.
I mean, you can incorporate
I'm
those
saying,
two,
you know,
right?
I Millie Rock and I dance.
Yeah.
So it ain't nothing to me. I rock.
So you being from Bed-Stuy, you know, Brooklyn's kind of doing its thing right now. You have Designer.
Yeah.
You know, do you think you could collab with him one day?
Yeah. I rock with Designer. Shout out Designer, number one on Billboard.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Like, Brooklyn's really like showing out this year.
Brooklyn, you know what it is.
You don't bite your tongue, obviously. You know, and it's not. You've never been in the news like, you know, going back and forth with rappers, but Joe Budden was one of them, and I think the only one really. Man. So how did that make you feel? What was that? How did that start?
I'm not sure where like he really like got into anything about Millie Rock, but once I seen him post something, like you can't just say something about like my rock. You can't say something about Millie Rock and don't think I'm not gonna say anything. But it really wasn't like.
Was it innocent though? Cause he was just.
He did a little funny thing once, then he did it again. So like the second time, he make me feel like, you playing now, but it wasn't really nothing.
Did you guys talk it out?
Nah, I never seen him, never spoke to him.
You don't want to?
Nah.
Because I'm too busy.
I don't.
So tell me about your relationship with Mano and Travis Scott. Because you said that, you know, they kind of tell you to be yourself as far as just doing you.
Travis Scott, Mano, they like brothers to me in the industry. They really like, they really care. Like, you know, people act like they care, but they really care. They show me the steps and the way to go about my stuff to be successful. Like, stay on track, like really just, like, stay in the studio, stay away from the negative, for me. So for people like that to even care to tell me that, like, really, I really treat them. I feel like they really like.
Now, Mano's from like the same neighborhood though, right?
Mano, I could go 5 blocks down and go see Mano. I could call him up. Like, that's the difference with other artists. You know, like Mano calls me. Like yesterday, he called me. Yo, I'm just checking on you, brother, just to see what you good. You good? You good? I'm like, yeah. He like, I just wanted to see if you was good.
I mean, he labels himself the king of Brooklyn, right? Yeah, so technically, he got to check on, you know, the princes of Brooklyn right now.
You know how we rock. Sturdy.
Let's talk about Bobby Shmurda, right?
Yeah.
He had his success and then ended up in jail, and he still isn't out yet. It's kind of hard seeing someone so young gaining so much success. Are you ever worried about something like that happening to yourself after staying clear? You know, you said you stayed clear from the cops for so long. Like, you ever get worried about that?
I always worry about it. That's why I guess I stayed away. Cause I'd be like, nah, I'm not doing that. Nah, I don't want to do that. Like, I just be like, no, I'm staying in the house. But I always worry like they're targeting me just because I'm young and successful.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to just locking me up. So.
Yeah. Do you feel like sometimes you have to leave the hood in order to stay safe? Like, you know, they always tell you, you know, it's no need to go back. But I mean, you can go back to give back, but just to stay safe and away from trouble. Because, you know, you have people that aren't really for you, and then there's people that are for you.
Yeah, I believe in that. Like, growing up where I was from, I was like the cool guy, like with everybody. So it was like to where everybody could just come knock on my door, whatever, pull up. But now it's like, for me, it's kind of to where I'm at. I don't want people just to be having that type of access to me. So the movement elsewhere is always perfect.
Let's talk about your upcoming projects.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What to expect from 2 Milli?
No, I just saw we got the new single coming out, 2 Many, featuring P&B Rock. I got Only the Sturdy Survive mixtape.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We got a lot of features on there. And Sturdy Gang Volume 1 with the gang, so, you know, I'm gonna put the album out a little bit after that. I'm just working.